Hi, my name is Marlene. That's right, the accent on the second syllable. You know, I can kind of feel what Kamala feels when she says it's not Kamala, it's Kamala. Because I go Marlon, Marilyn, Marlene. No, Marlene. Got it? Marlene. There it is. So, this is going to be me in the raw. Just washed my hair, not dry yet. Don't get to see it fluffy this time. No makeup. So that way, when I do future ones and I have fluffy hair and my makeup's great, you're gonna think I look wonderful. Well, I found the little button thing, so I don't have to jump up and down and turn the thing on or off as I try and figure out what I'm going to say. I wasn't sure what to do for this first one, so I would just kind of went to one of the things that he said, like, teach. Well, there's something that I know that I can teach you, and that is my cleaning system. You're going to see my house as it really is right now because of a variety of reasons, and we don't have to get into the reasons why, but you're going to see what we can do. He said 8-minute video. This may be 8, maybe 10, who knows? We're going to see what we can accomplish in this time. The system that I developed was when I don't like to clean. You may notice that when I flip the camera around and you see my house. But that being said, I'm not dirty. I'm just have a lot of things, and that's okay. But the system that I kind of developed on my own, I call First Mess. And I did it when we were living in a particular place. I have kids, and they were younger then, and so there'd be times when, you know, you clean when somebody's coming over. You know, that's when you really have to clean. Some of you don't know that, but it is true. And actually, I have somebody coming over later today. Ta-da! So it does inspire me. So the system I developed was called First Mess, and I would tell the kids, and I think there are probably at least, I have 6. I think there were probably 3 or 4 of them that were probably of cleaning age at that time. I don't honestly remember. If I bothered to think of the year, I would know, but it's probably over 30 years ago, so whatever. So anyway, I would have them walk outside, I'd close the front door, then they'd open the front door, and I would say, the first mess that you see, that's what you have to clean up. Now my camera just made some noise, so I have to see if it's actually still running. So there we go. Okay, it was still working. So now we get the great reveal, which is what my house looks like. And then we're going to reenact a first mess. Now, that's all I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to turn this camera around, and if it gets wobbly, I'm sorry, I'll have to learn, or maybe I'll get to buy some. I love to buy things, so maybe I'll get to buy one of those gimbal things, because I've heard that I always wanted to get, well, not always, but ever since I heard of them, I've been wanting to get one, because I think that's so cool. Actually, I almost bought one like 2 or 3 years ago, because I thought I would start filming maybe a vacation that my girlfriend and I went on, and I never did. There's a lot of things I never did. So I'll turn this thing around, and if this thing works out, I'll guarantee you, I'm going to get me a gimbal. Yeah, I am. And it'll be a good one too. So here we go with the turnaround. All right, so this is my living room. There's my stairs. And if it gets wobbly, sorry about that. This is literally the way that it looks right now. I actually made a point of trying not to clean anything up, which really wasn't too hard for me. And we're just gonna kind of walk in towards the dining room, and you'll probably see jewelry type stuff around. There's my purse, don't steal it. I just recently started trying to do that whatnot, so that gave me an excuse to buy a couple more things. I know, I got a printer to print out stuff, like the labels and so on and so forth. And what else did I buy because of that? Oh, shipping things, whatever. So I just love excuses to buy things. So this is my place. So the way that this would, whoopsie, I keep bumping into things because it's got that tripod bottom. So the way that this would work is I would, let me just, luckily there's no identifying things here. It is a nice sunny day though, is I would send the kids outside. Won't pretend like you're one of the kids. I would shut the front door. Shut the front door. And then I would say, walk in. And we're going to do this in real time. And I'm going to look, whoops, I keep banging this thing. And we're going to do what is the first mess that I see. And it's the first mess that annoys me. Not all messes annoy me. And sometimes they, whatever. But anyway, so here's how it goes. So here we'd walk in. And if I look at this thing, what's the first? I got a couple things that annoy me first. And I'm going to go with, because literally the first mess that annoyed me is that black thing right down there. So I'm going to set this right here. Clean that black thing up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because that's some of my stuff for my jewelry making things and everything. But what I'll do is I'll put it someplace else. And I'll put it closer to where it's supposed to be. Maybe even where it's supposed to be, but at this point, I don't know where it's supposed to be. So, oopsie. So I will pick this up. I gotta look and see what's in it. What the heck is in this thing? All right, so this is for earrings and whatever. Earring holders. That's gonna be earring holders. So that's gonna be stuff that I can actually use. And that is, I don't know, some random stuff in there. But for earring making stuff, I've been trying to make my loft be my jewelry making area. So that means that it gets to accumulate all the jewelry making stuff. So we'll put it on the steps because that's one step closer to the loft. And there we go. Now, the next thing that annoyed me, because I'm not going to take you through that front door thing again, was this pile. Yeah, this is a heck of a pile. But, you know, it's the black colored things, because they pull your attention. Often that's what gets picked first. So there's my coat. Why is my coat here? Because I was wearing it last night and I went to bed and I didn't need my coat on when I got upstairs and put my pajamas on. So there's the loft thing up there. I take it and I throw it down over the edge because then I don't have to carry it downstairs and it doesn't have to end up in my bedroom. My bedroom's actually pretty neat. I've been working on that. I'm actually pretty good with my bedroom, so I'm going to hang this baby up over here. Now, if I don't trip over this rug again. All right, so we have slippers. Slippers I keep down here because my feet get cold when I come down in the morning, and I often go barefoot. But when I come down in the morning, sometimes the floor is cold, so slippers stay downstairs. They have let's just put them right here. There we go. Now I have some boots. The boots, these are actually boots that I use for dressing up or something like that. I guess technically they could go up in the bedroom because I have several pairs of boots that I'm just starting to wear because it's just getting to be the season. And yesterday was the first day that I wore boots for this season. So I think I will take these back upstairs, so that means they go on the steps. You see, one step closer to where they belong. I know there are systems that say, if you touch it once, then you should put it away. Yeah, they're probably right. But they're on the steps. Okay, let's see what else is here. Tissue, okay. There, that's where that belongs. Let's see. Oh, soda can, coffee mug, I can do this. Trash, dishwasher. I'll be right back. Now we're getting down to some serious stuff that I'm not sure what to do with, because I think the place that I want to put this is, I don't know where. So this is what gets to be a problem. The I don't know where stuff. All right, but we can work on this because that's what I'm trying to do in this video. So these are things that I would like to eventually sell. I have stuff at a place called Painted Tree. I have stuff at a place called, it's the Pickers. And so either one of those types of places, these are tasting spoons from Pier 1 that I had. And I used to have parties where I could, you know, oh my gosh, I love doing little tasting things, all different flavors. Oh my gosh, variety, 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 variety. This is what life is, variety. Not as much anymore, but it was then. So I love tasting parties. Anyway, these have to go someplace so I can take them somewhere so they will eventually get sold. So I'm going to vote that they go into something over here where I have things that I will be selling. I'm going to go with this place because that's where I'm probably going to put some stuff that I'm going to sell on Whatnot. So maybe I'll list them on Whatnot first just because it's easier. All right. Oh, I see I want to jump. This is something that I have no clue what to do with it because I don't need it. This is a little toy for the kids. So I'm going to put it where the kid toys are, which is going to be over here. I put some, I think this was the place I put it. Yep, kid toys in there. Ta-da! Easy peasy. Oh, you know, I should carry that black, where's that thing? That on and off button. Oh, it's over here. Do you know how long I had to look this morning just to find this freaking on and off button? My gosh, I mean, I must have 3 or 4 of these, and luckily I found it, and luckily it worked, and luckily it had the batteries in it. All right, so let's continue with this pile, because I'll tell you what, you know, once I get this pile cleaned up, this is starting to be good. I mean, because I can take this, I can put this in the kitchen, and it's not even in that pile. And here I am again. All right, I'm going to turn this thing off, and then I'm going to turn it back on again. So hold on. Well, I guess it's a good thing I stopped and looked at that, because then I could see that you were kind of seeing me from about here down. So after adjusting it about 12 times, I think you can see my face now, I hope. So let's just kind of continue up a little bit, continue, not continue, because you get the idea. It's called First Mess. I'll take this. This is going to go down in the basement because that's where I have a bunch of art supplies. This is stuff for tagging items. So we'll put this down where it goes close to the basement. And then we have, this is packing materials for the Whatnot stuff, and that's something I'll have to tackle next. But that'll be on my time, not on yours. This is stuff that I think I double and triple printed and that I may not even need. I kind of homeschool one of my grandsons a little bit. And so I was printing out for him the North Carolina Driver's Handbook. He's 13. And I think a great thing for reading would be to read the driver's manual and learn stuff from it. So I printed it out for him. But of course, he being a wonderful child found a better way to do it online. So I'm left with all this, and I'm not really sure. We're going to work on this. I'm not going to throw it away yet, but I'll put it with his stuff that goes in here. Then at least it's gone for a while, and I don't have to look at it. This has to do with some stuff that I'm doing for taking pictures for Whatnot. And I put this someplace, and I'm not sure where I put it. I think it's in the other room, so let me put it in that pile. Nope, that's not where it went, but that's where it is now. And this is, oh, more so, I bought some, I drink Zevia soda. I don't love it, but I don't hate it, and I don't want to do sugar and stuff like that. So this is going to go in probably the refrigerator. That's the best place for it. And that's First Mess, and that's what I wanted to teach. And you ought to try it, because it's actually kind of, this stuff will be taken care of a little bit. I yammered a lot, otherwise this obviously would have been faster. And actually, I probably could have had this whole thing done in just a few minutes. But that's the way it works. And then when you walk in, or you figure if your company walks in before you expect them, it's not going to look so bad. Their first impression is not going to be, ew. Their first impression will be, okay. And then as they get further, they might ooh it up a little bit, but that's okay. It's all right. We're all good. So thanks so much, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.